So I've just picked myself up an Osee GoStream M2, which is a little HDMI switching box capture card thing device. The idea behind it is I just plug both my cameras in the workshop, and I can reduce myself some editing time when we're actually post-production, because usually I would have to get the memory cards and combine them and switch between them, do cuts and everything in the software. Hopefully with this, you just connect both the cameras HDMI feeds to the back of it, connect a USB to your computer to record it, and then you can switch between the different inputs. You can even do picture in picture and side by side. So it's a nice neat little unit. It comes with a USB cable, a little carry case and a user guide. So let's see how we get on with it. So the reason I picked this up is it will switch two cameras via HDMI, and it's also a capture card. So because I'm using two cameras in the workshop at the moment, I'm using this, which is the main front camera, which usually does the front shots of equipment that I'm repairing on, and the workbench and so forth, which is behind me. And then I have another one, which is the top shot, which is recorded on a little JVC camera, which is, you can just see there, it's just a JVC HD camera, which records as well. But because we've got the switcher now, it does make life easier. Although I'm having to show you on my mobile phone just for recording this bit, that I can just switch between the two different options quite simply. And I've got myself my camera there, but as you can, if I show you on there, I can switch between the two different options. I can have picture in picture and make it bigger or smaller just by pressing buttons on the pad. I can have it side by side if I wanted. I can switch them either way if I want, just reverse them over, or by single buttons. And just to show you what I'm actually doing, that's just switching over, and these are your presets for your picture in picture and everything. So as you can see, it's all quite simple, and it's just recording directly to OBS on the PC, which is doing. Also got my DJI mic plugged straight into it, so that it's not using the microphones on the camera. As you can see on the back, it's just a case of USB power, which also takes it to the PC to record, and then you've got your two cameras in and then your monitor out. Now the main thing that I've picked up on this, which is a bit annoying, is first of all, you can't mute any of the audio from either inputs. So even though you can plug a microphone into this as well via the separate inputs on the front, you can't actually mute the HDMI audio, so you would still have both of those going at the same time, which to me wasn't really much use. So I've just muted audio totally as I'm recording it, and used the external DJI mic via USB. Secondly, there's no actual preview. It's always going to be a case of you're only going to see what camera is actually live. There is no preview option, so you can't see your other screen in the window, which to be honest is to be expected, I think, for the price, because this is quite a cheap unit. And obviously there's no recording or anything on it as well. You do need to connect it to an external device such as a PC to record, or an external capture device. But in terms of saving a bit of hassle in terms of editing and connecting different cameras up, normally I would use a couple of SD cards from both cameras, put them in the PC, go into something like Power Director, and then have at least two different channels plus an audio channel that I'd have to be cut and switch between. So in theory, I think it is making life, a bit easier, or at least it should do, I hope. But down the line, I will probably get a more capable unit that's got a preview on it, and also allows me to put an extra one or two in, so I can actually do the little bit extra filming of, like, filming to camera, for example, which I can't really do at the moment because both cameras are set up on the products. And also for connecting the HDMI out from my microscope, and also if you wanted to see the things on the computer, such as service manuals and so forth. But all in all, for the money, as I say, it's not expensive. It's £130. So that's what, about $150, $160. And out of the box, you've got something that's got all your picture in picture and everything built in, switching between two HDMI inputs, and also lets you use it as a capture card if you want to connect a DVD player or a video or a games console to it. So yeah, it's a nice little simple solution, and I'm going to use it for the moment, but in time I will look at upgrading it, I think, as hopefully the channel grows. But I hope you found that useful, and if you're looking for something similar, hopefully it's helped you decide whether it's for you or not. So anyway, bye for now, see you again soon.